So, because we're also running out of time right now, so I wouldn't want to waste time, and we want to call our final speaker for today, someone who I've interviewed before, a very sweet and warm lady, Miss Simar. She's the founder of Glamour and Purpose, an international public speaker, an NASM personal trainer, and also a sports nutritionist. Right, so the last topic will be very interesting because it's about what she does best, which is yoga, breathing exercises for mental health. Hi, Simar, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Rita. I'm good. How are you? Thank you for
Uh,
having me here.
Thank you for being on the show with us. So, okay, let's just jump straight into the topic. Um, why do you think actually, because we are talking about mental resilience, we're talking about mental health and all these things, but why is mental health and awareness important nowadays?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I think we all know, right? At the moment, more and more people are dealing with anxiety, stress, even children. Like I actually have people that I know who have teenagers who have severe depression and are suicidal. And I feel like this is something that has become such an important topic because like more and more of us need that support. And even from everything that everyone else has shared, I think that's very clear how important mental health really is, because of what everyone's dealing with, really.
Right, right. And when we talk about yoga, how does yoga actually assist with mental health? I've never tried yoga, to be honest, but I can see that it's with slow and with different poses. I believe there's for every pose you have a reason or an objective that you want to meet, right? So how does actually yoga assist with mental health?
Okay. So when it comes to yoga, it's actually asanas are just one limb of yoga. There is 8 limbs of yoga, right? So part of that is pranayama, which is breathing exercises, and there's meditation, and there's asanas. When you're talking about asanas, you just have to think, like even Tony Robbins talks about this, that the way that you hold your body can actually change your emotions. Motion changes emotion. So when it comes to yoga, all of the asanas, they are designed to bring your body in alignment. So a lot of us, we sit like this when we're sitting and working on our laptops, and our posture is not necessarily correct, right? And because of that, a lot of that blood flow actually doesn't go to the vital organs. And it impacts our digestion, our gut health. It impacts our brain because that blood flow is not, happening the way that it should be. So yoga, typically what it does, there's this example I heard of which made so much sense to me, and it's so practical. Back when I was growing up, we didn't used to have smart TVs. We used to have these TVs, and then there was the antenna up on the roof. And, and if the antenna was, if there was a big wind or a storm, the antenna would move, and suddenly on your TV, it's like, like this horrible sound, right? And so what you had to do was you had to go upstairs and then, go to the roof and turn the antenna around. And then suddenly your TV has that clear picture. Okay. So it's the same with our body. When the antenna, when the alignment of the body is not right, then that picture, the mental picture, is like so much stress, all of that stuff. But when you align, when you bring yourself in alignment, it's incredible what it does to you, like to your mental health, to your mood, your emotions. If you want to just try this, if you just want to trial it just as an experiment, just sit for 10 minutes with your spine completely erect, and you will feel the difference in the way that you feel in your emotions, it's incredible what would happen to you if you were to do that. You would just feel so much better. You can't be, and try smiling. You just can't be sad or upset or angry when you're smiling, because all of these things, the way we hold our body, the way our facial expression is, all of it is constantly sending a message to our brain about how we are feeling. If you think about it, when you are sad, you will hold your body posture a certain way. And if you haven't noticed that before, you're going to do it now because I've told you, right? When you're angry, your body posture is different. So when you're angry, typically your jaw will be really like, you'll really lock your jaw and your body posture is different. So your brain understands postures of your body, and those emotions are aligned with those postures, right? That's why when you start to do the yoga asanas, daily practice or weekly practice, it can completely change the way that you feel, the way that you move, the way your emotions, your ability to react to situations also changes. And that's the beauty of it. Even if you think about, like, when you're in a yoga pose, right, one of the big things that you learn from yoga is sitting with discomfort. So, for example, if you're in the warrior one pose, right, you stay in that pose a few seconds more than you can bear, right? When it gets really uncomfortable, that's when you want to stay in that pose for just another moment. And that also gives you that in your life, when you start to do this practice in the way that it's designed, right? When you start to do that, sitting with discomfort, it actually it trains neural pathways in your brain, so that next time when you are in a situation that is very stressful, and you typically would run away, or you would do something, you would get a drink, there's like an action that's connected to that anxiety or stress response, right? Doing that practicing yoga and practicing sitting with discomfort gives you the ability, it creates neural pathways in your brain that when you are then dealing with that kind of discomfort, you will have the ability to just stop for a moment and assess how you want to react. And sometimes that's all that you really need.
Right. Can I say that actually you must listen to your body, because you will know, your ability, the limit that you can do. But how about for some people who can't? I mean, maybe they have some difficulty in moving and erecting their body straight, because, the speakers now, they are telling me that, I'm going to sit up straight right now. I'm going to do yoga tomorrow and all these things. But how about for some people who have that difficulty? How do you manage? Or is there any other way besides yoga that they can use another way for to for mental health besides yoga?
So when you say that this person can't move, is it that because they have a physical disability, or is it that their muscles are so tight that yoga becomes very difficult for them to do?
Um, Maybe, okay. Take for example myself. I have some injury in my knee. I have some difficulty. When I go up the stairs or when I try to squat. That is there another way that I can do besides yoga, or does yoga actually help to even though I have that difficulty with my knees, does yoga also help, or is there any other way that I can do?
Yeah, so definitely yoga can help with any kind of discomfort, even with knee health, right? It can help. And obviously, there are asanas that are contraindicated for people that have knee issues, or any other. If you have back pain, back issues, there are asanas that we will not suggest that you do. And then if you feel like you want other solutions, I actually have this thing. It's called a foam roller. Oh,
Oh,
this
okay.
is
I have that at home.
very, yeah, this is amazing, especially for people that deal with a lot of really tight muscles, things like that. And the way to use it, because a lot of people just roll on it, right? The right way to use this is to actually, when you find a really tender spot on your, say if you have knee pain, you would typically want to say, if this is your knee, right, that's your knee joint, you would typically want to do foam rolling around here and on the other side, right? Because the muscle will be very, very tight around here if it's a muscle issue. If it's an actual joint issue, that's a completely different thing, right? But if it's a muscle issue, then typically it will be tight around here and here. So you would lie down on the foam roller on your side and tighten up your core muscles, and then actually stay on the tender spot for 30 seconds. And that's it. And you will feel the difference within a week, and you'll be able to do a lot more. You'll have a lot more mobility. And then again, with yoga asanas, obviously don't do the ones that are really contraindicated for, say, for example, knee pain in this situation, but do others. Because like I said, yoga is not just a workout. It's actually, all of the asanas are designed to bring your body in alignment, and also they stimulate your hormonal glands, which is so important. And given that this is a women's forum, I can say this, that when your hormones are working well, your mental health is also working well. So that is so important, right?
Right, that's true. How you explain about yoga, it sounds like yoga is just like you said, it's not just a form of exercise, but it's actually very empowering. It empowers the body, the mind, and empowers the soul. You know, the environment that you put yourself in when you do yoga. So, having said that, maybe you can show us some techniques on breathing, or techniques that we can adopt every day.
Yeah. So actually, breathing exercises, pranayama is a really big part of yoga. And one of the things why it's so powerful for mental health is that when you're doing different breathing exercises, it actually activates your parasympathetic nervous system. So our sympathetic nervous system is designed to actually, that's the one that we are using when we're active, we're doing things. So that's your sympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system is to relax your body. So when your parasympathetic nervous system is functioning well, you sleep better, you are more relaxed, you have better ability to deal with stressful situations, right? So that's why there are so many different types of breathing exercises. And today, I'll actually teach you one that is very easy. It's very quick to do. So you literally
Right?
need 5 minutes a day. And what it does, this one is literally, it gives you instant relief, instant. And you have to try this, especially when you are feeling these things, right? Instant relief from anger, anxiety, stress, any kind of, that mental cloudiness that's happening. And it actually helps you concentrate right away. And also it helps you lower your blood pressure. So for
Mm.
people that have high blood pressure because of stress, this is something that you should be doing every single day. And it is so easy. You're going to love this. So this is how you do it. You sit with your spine erect. Like I said
Okay.
before, your that antenna, that alignment has to be there. Okay, that's why in meditation and when you're doing breathing exercises, if your spine is not erect, then you are not going to get the full benefit. All right, so you're going to sit with your spine erect. When you breathe in, you're going to breathe into your stomach. Okay, so you can actually, when you breathe in, breathe deeply and let the air, feel the air flow into your stomach. And then when you breathe out, feel that coming out of there, right? So this one, the one I'm going to teach you now, is called Brahmari. So this is a humming V breath breathing technique. And what we're essentially going to do is we're going to close our mouth gently and we're going to make the sound of a humming bee. So very low in your throat. You're just going to do sort of like if you closed your mouth and tried to chant Om, right? So you're just going to do. So it's very, very, it's going to be smooth, right? You're going to take a deep breath in and you're going to do this smoothly. And you can do 5 to 9 rounds. If you have high blood pressure, you can do more rounds. I would not suggest more than 9 rounds in a go, because even though it seems like it's such a simple thing, this breathing technique is very, very powerful. And if you keep doing it for a very long time, you can also feel discomfort. Another thing, don't do this if you have a sinus attack or if you have ear infection. Okay. So when you're doing this, you want to feel the vibration in the front of your skull. Okay. And keep your hands, palms facing upwards on your lap. Okay. So let's start. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, make the sound of the bee. One more time. One last time. And slowly take a deep breath in and out. And open your eyes with a big smile.
Feels good.
So, yeah?
Feels good.
Feels good, right? Yeah, this is instant calming down of your mind. And you can do this technique early. You get the best benefit early in the morning or late at night, especially if you have trouble sleeping. Sometimes our mind can be so chatty at night, just when you want to go to sleep. You can actually sit and do it 9 times and just very slow, and you'll find that you will sleep so much better. And that's because it again activates your parasympathetic nervous system. And that kind of breathing technique also reduces the cortisol levels in your body, because it sends when you're breathing so deeply and so slowly, it sends a message to your brain that you are safe. And when that happens, the cortisol, that stress hormone that we have, it actually reduces in the body and you can sleep so much better.
Right. Wow, that was really good. I think our panels would also agree with me. That was a really good session. I think sometimes you just need to absorb that energy and let it out slowly. You feel calm and feel better. And yeah, that was really great, Simar. Thank you so much. I think